Good morning, Patton scholars. I hope you've had a great week. If you could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. All right, I'm going to turn over to Mrs. Sanborn for our Stars Students of the Week.
Thank you, Dr. Carter. Good morning, Patton Patriots. Let's get ready to celebrate our Patton Superstar Kids for this week. Congratulations to our Patton Superstar Kids for this week. Thank you for being safe, taking ownership, achieving, and showing respect. Let's start in our TK and our kindergarten classrooms. In Mrs. Jameson and Mrs. Keller's class, Weston and Oziel. In Mrs. Walfall's class, Damien and Rosalind. In Mrs. Halford's class, Jared and Violet. In Mrs. Manrique's class, Jason and Samantha. For our first grade and our 1-2 combo students, in Miss Dolliver's class, Jessica and Saran. In Miss Barbara's class, Sayeri and Joshua. In Mrs. McKinney's class, Cassie and Jude. In Miss Brown's class, Francis and Penny. In Mrs. Schwab's class, Colton and Jiang. In Mrs. Allison and Mrs. Wright's class, Cora and Sophia. For our second grade and our 2-3 combo students, in Miss Grindle's class, Carly and Claire. In Mrs. Maloney's class, Samantha and Benjamin. In Mrs. Macon's class, Nathan and Aaron. In Mrs. Sikowski and Mrs. Kruger's class, Grayson and Caleb. In Mrs. Kim's class, Sophia and Allison. For our third grade classes, in Miss Amerizian's class, Eunice and Emma. In Mrs. Harkey and Mrs. Briggs' class, Judith and Arav. In Mrs. Cameron's class, Curtis and Daisy. In Miss Weaver's class, Jack and Jasmine. For our fourth grade and our 4-5 combos, in Mrs. Skiles' class, Michaela and Brittany. In Mrs. Harrigan's class, Alexis and Charlotte. In Miss DeLeon's class, Sierra and Alexander. In Miss Morgan's class, Alexander and Jason. In Miss Alvarez's class, Sydney and Mia. For our 5th grade and our 5-6 combo class, in Mrs. Sedum's room, Isaac and Angelina. In Mrs. Young Kim's class, Samantha and Evan. In Mrs. Drossler's class, George and Ava. In Mrs. Dondero's class, Evan and Caitlin. For our 6th grade students, in Mr. Meineker's class, Peyton and Alan. In Mrs. Troy's class, Day and Elle. In Mrs. Wozniak's class, McKenna and Jaden. In Mr. Westergaard's class, Lucas and Henry. And in Mrs. Pick's class, Mateo and Jarrett. Congratulations to our Superstar Kids for this week. Dr. Carter and I cannot wait to see who our next week's Superstar Kids will be. Keep up the great work, you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.